not for people who are in customer-facing roles or in sales roles. Look, if you're going to accelerate your career, you're going to have to bring innovation into your career, into your role. Now, one of the ways to be able to spot opportunity for innovation is paying attention to the customer. So I'm going to talk you through ways you can deploy customer centricity in bringing innovation into your career. And to be honest, this video is not for people who are in customer-facing roles or in sales roles. I'm talking to people that are in roles where they normally do not interact with the customer. I am asking that if you want to innovate in what you do, which ultimately serves your career, you must figure out paths to be able to interface, collect data, and integrate with the customer. The first way is customer journey mapping. Look, understanding the customer's path enables you to become the innovation hero. By mapping out the customer's journey end to end, and not just with your department, you can see where there is the most value and where they face the most drop off, right? So one, you've got to identify the touch points and where are the different ways in which the customer interacts with you. And then two, you've got to spot the friction points, clients, the points at which things are relatively uncomfortable or uneasy for the customer. So for instance, Starbucks, realizing that queues was a friction point for its customers, created the mobile ordering app so you can order even before you go into the store. Another example is the Amazon one-click, right? So they understood one of the friction points for the customer's buying journey was having to put in the same data over and over again. So Amazon created one click, your data is saved, and you bought the product. The other thing is to engage in direct conversation. Nobody can stop you from doing that. You can talk to clients when you meet them. You can tag along with the customer service team when they talk to clients. One conversation with the customer can help change your career trajectory. You never know. Again, another way is empathy mapping, where the customer's shoes, walk in the customer's shoes, go through the processes the customer needs to go through. And the empathy mapping is important because it provides a deeper emotional understanding and helps you resonate with the users. For instance, Facebook has, I don't know if they still do it, but they have their users use a non-smartphone a couple of times a week so that they can be able to build for those customers in the emerging markets that are not using smartphones. Also, you can observe what customers do. What people say and what people do are sometimes not the same thing. Harvard Business Review found out that organizations that master customer mapping have a higher customer satisfaction rate by 20%, and that leads to almost 15% increase in revenue. Study the customer in real time or in a simulated environment. Observe what they do. Use ethnographic studies. A really good example is we built a platform for an educational organization. And when we observed how customers were using it, we had to 360 degrees change the user experience to fit in with how the customer was working. Now, this has been said over and over again, but I'll say it again. Definitely leverage on data analytics. Collect as much information as you can, and then be curious about the data. So don't just collect information as an organization, as an individual for dashboards and for KPIs, but ask questions about the data, be curious about that data. That could lead you to paths of insights and innovation. Another way is to think of the customer journey as the job to be done. What's the job you really do for your client? For instance, a Netflix user is there to watch movies, but the true job to be done is entertainment without friction, which is why they have things like the personalized recommendations and they autoplay to make your life easier. Understand the core of what you provide, and innovation will be obvious. The age-old example is that the customer does not want a drill. What they want is a hole in the wall so they can hang their pictures, know what you're in the business of. Lastly, stay abreast with market trends. Now, in conclusion, lead with innovating for customers, and you might find success there. Thank you for listening.